Hi guys, DJI promised us 20 minutes of flight time hovering indoors, so let's go outside and test the lifetime of the battery in real life with an early flight test, watching the sunrise over a sandbank in the Oosterschelde. So you see something beautiful during this very boring test. We do need to keep in mind there is always wind at sea and it's cold, and both have effect on the battery life, and that's very important to know, so you know you won't fly too far away and lose your drone performing an emergency landing in the sea because the battery is empty. This just happened with a friend of mine. His Mavic Mini crashed in a lake after he was test flying it in very windy conditions, and the drone was not able to go back to its home point because the wind was blowing it just away from him, and it was not able to return and crash landed in the lake 2 kilometers from his home point. And that's why we also are flying this test in S mode to fight the wind, because it's also a very windy day and super cold. So at the same time as we're doing the lifetime of the battery test, we're also doing a stabilization time of the test and a footage, checking how the camera footage is with low light at the sunrise. And that does look amazing. Let me know in the comments what you think about this little piece of beauty in Holland. Little piece of paradise, as the local people will say it here. And I have some footage with my telephone that also shoots in 2.7K that we can compare it with. And personally, I'm like, not bad. It's not bad at all. The DJI drone footage is even better than from my phone. And that's from a Samsung S10 with the latest camera, triple camera, that it's super good. But I'm loving the footage of the DJI Mavic Mini and how stable the stabilization is from it. Worth every penny. And definitely this test is so important, so I know how much flight time I have in the winter, because it's super cold, close to freezing point, and that's not good for any battery. Even if it's fully charged, it's still weaker than a battery in summertime that is at 20-25 degrees Celsius, and just an eternal flame rising out of the ocean, and looking at the whole water and sky being on fire. It's just so cool.
Take it or leave it.
I rounded up to 21 minutes, and that's not bad for flying in windy conditions on S mode, shooting 2.7K with the camera. That's asking a lot of energy, and sadly enough, it's not the 30 minutes that was advertised, but it was in perfect conditions indoors. This is outdoors in real life with wind and cold. The temperature makes a big difference, so it's not bad at all, but it's good to know it's just almost 30% less. That's pretty bad. But it's winter and it's windy. If I was doing this test on C mode, then we probably would have a lot more flight time. So that calls for a second test. Overall, it's okay. I'm pretty happy with the lifetime of the battery and the camera footage and how the drone flies and reacts and stays in position. It's almost uncrashable. This drone flies itself, but yeah, you do have to be safe, of course, when you're flying so close to water. In the Netherlands, everywhere you fly there's water. There's always a ditch close by. Don't tell me about it. I hope you like this tight flash. Now please give this video a thumbs up, add it to a playlist. I appreciate that very much. And if you're new to this channel then, and you're not subscribed yet, then go subscribe and click the notification bell. And I will see you next week. We're doing more tests with the DJI Mavic Mini. This was DJI signing out.